the ready.
Never a dull moment. Might be useful.
Best avoid that trap.
Direct me.
Have a lot on my mind and, well, in it. Don't mind if I do.
Let the kid come. He wants to teach them refugees a lesson, right?
Right. Baldur's Gate is for Baldurians.
Goodness me, that's
What if we get caught? Joking.
I'm fine. You're the one who took a beating.
ring is the last thing to survive the beating. It'll be the end of it if it helps me feed a friend.
Gildro, how can I help you? Of course. Gildro's finest.
making me sweat.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Gildro, how can I help you? Of course. Gildro's finest. Come back.
Better person than both of us. Are you all right?
I'm fine. You're the one who took the beating.
It won't help us if someone says the children in. And I can't think of scraps for days.
I thought we'd be safe in the gate. I heard the stories.
Well, all you want. We've got enough mouths to feed. We don't need your
Come.
refugees. Outsiders.
I don't care how big they are. I'll give them a piece of mind.
Let the children in. We'd have nothing but scraps for days.
Let us talk to him. Please. If he could...
We have the Duke's full support.
Let us talk to him. Please. If he could just...
We have the Duke's full support. For the good of the people. Our.
Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, Refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around. Or do you have the means to support yourself? Then you don't need to be in the city. Step back.
There must be something.
I said no refugees. It is decreed. Or do you have the means to support yourself? Oh, sure. No refugees. It is decreed. Right. Article 30.1.5 of the Council's decree on extraordinary wartime measures. I am confiscating that. The city thanks you for your contribution. Your name?
Well met, citizen Fluffington.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct, you feel connection, resonance.
I am a Steel Watcher, citizen. Here to serve the people of Baldur's Gate in the name of Lord Enver Gortash.
State your business. Eyes open, body still.
Behind the Watcher's gaze, a presence awakens. You are seen. You are known.
Whoa. My engine, it's almost... I don't know... buzzing. Like it's paying attention.
Your party's prior transgressions are reflected in its stare, as witnessed by the cult's ever-alert, scrying eyes. It has heard the howls of slaughtered goblins. It has seen the deep shadows of Grimforge, and the stone floors left bloodied. It knows the cold walls of Moonrise Towers, and the cultists who fell there. The Watcher speaks directly into your mind with a voice like poisoned honey.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people, but an enemy of the Absolute. Come quietly, or die. Your peaceful surrender has been noted. You will be transferred to Worms Rock Prison, where you will await further sentencing.
Eat this, you pile of junk!
Robbery in progress.
God
We
damn
don't
it all.
Citizens,
Find
do
those
not be
little
alarmed.
bastards or I'll have your head.
I'd probably break his nose. Good.
Who wants the bounty?
How about the flop house? It has plenty of spare beds.
What's that?
I just want somewhere warm and safe.
You are safe, my love.
Frago's Flophouse.
Anything happened?
You've been pulling all night.
Word to the wise. Give that ill-mater temple a wide berth. Rude buggers. Certainly not bringing my trade there again. Does that excuse being rude? Excluding folk? Come off it. They wouldn't let me in. Spouted some tripe about my sort and absolutist murderers. I only wanted to sit down a minute. So did I. You're welcome. This place is real shabby. But at least folk don't look at you funny in here. Need anything? Pleasure doing.
Sir, good, sir. Give me 3 days and... Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings, so forth, so on. How dare you? Accusing an upstanding citizen like me of being a dwarf? I'm a halfling, you oaf.
Bloomin' hell, you look famished. I've got some victuals that'll warm you right up. Have a skeg at these. That should do you.
Come to Baldur's Gate, he said. Adventurers get welcomed as heroes, he said. Poxy Drim and his bleeding notions.
Bloody ages we spent hiking from Murren, and they won't let us in the city proper. Bollocks. We're adventurous, damn it. You're damn right. I can't believe they wouldn't let us in. The bridge guard chatted some shite about a coronation. Couldn't really make head nor tail of it.
We're a long way from Waterdeep.
Just think, soon we'll feel the sun on our skin. After all this time.
Still breathing, despite everything.
One more mark, then we can go.
The Master said we have enough. The Black Mass is ready to begin.
It's not for the Master. It's for me. I want a beating heart there, ready for me when the Mass is complete. And we're finally granted our freedom. After 200 years of rats, I think we deserve a real drink.
There is no time. We are expected back at the palace.
Relax. The Black Mass won't start until Master drags Astarion from whatever hole he's hiding in. We have time to find one more person. Hello, beautiful. I didn't see you there.
We were just discussing, celebration being held in the palace of Cazador Zar.
You should come. It'll be the talk of Baldur's Gate. Well, thank goodness we're such good friends, then.
This is not the time, Petras.
Yes, dear sister, I know we have places to be. We'll leave once our good friends here have departed. I look forward to seeing you at the palace, though. It'll be a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I promise. Before we leave scouring places like...
We are just leaving. We have...
Master plans to expand his territory. Take Candlekeep. Maybe even Arth.
Plans. But I wouldn't dare guess at them.
What do you reckon, lad? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs? Aye, I'll second that. It's all right where we can get work repairing them, but what happens when they build something else to do that? It's no good, I tell you.
Nothing happens until he's found.
Safe.
I must tell you, Shadowheart, the bathing waters here leave much to be desired.
I won't let any...
The ablutions offered at the Temple of Beauty and Waterdeep are far superior. And they have the most excellent soaps.
I was wondering why you always smelled like a wealthy dowager.
It's a statement. Doesn't make any sense. Bring your mind to new sensations. A weary traveller, battered and bruised, you come for sustenance, no, decadence. A mien cool as ice, yet eyes burning hot. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? Am I? Your eyes tell a story, sweeting. You crave more than pleasure, you crave penance. It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin. Sweeting, I'm no fortune teller. If I had a crystal ball, I promise I'd already have consulted it. Truth is, Fionn's gone well missing. And my hands may be skillful, but they were not made to turn every last stone she might be hiding behind. To service is my calling, not to be served. But I'd be a fool to say no. The girl kept my coffers near overflowing. 2 flights up, then turn right, and right again. That's Fion's pleasure room, Elminster's library. Here, take the key.
Elminster's library? People will get their thrills in the strangest of places.
Drinks. You're a true talent. Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on.
Something's off about this one. On your guard.
Oh. It's Raphael's favorite misadventurer. You've put me out of pocket, you know. Raphael bet me 5 soul coins you'd reach the city in one piece. He rented a room upstairs in the hope that you'd drop by. Yes, you do. And what better place to do business than in the home of the oldest trade? Take your time. Have a drink. Sample the goods. Go see him when you're feeling refreshed.
To use the clamping device.
You can stare as much as you like.
Nine hells! You followed me all the way here? What could you possibly want with me now? What? How? 9 hells. Whatever you think, you know, I'm sure some gold would help you to forget. I'm just a simple toy maker, an artisan. I don't know anything. They would have killed me if I refused to rig the toys. And they're definitely going to kill me now. I can't tell you. I won't tell you. All right. Just don't hurt me. The teddy bears were an experiment. My greatest invention. A clever little device in their chest allows them to speak. But there's more. Smoke powder inside the device. I collect packages from Verloga's fireworks in the lower city and stuff the bears with it. Not because I want to, because I have to. Otherwise, they'll kill me. I don't know who's in charge, but it starts at the fireworks shop. That's where the packages come from. Go there. Tell them Uncle Verloga sent you, and they'll show you the smoke powder. Lots of it. There. I told you what you wanted to know. Now, will you let me go?
His plea comes with an offering. A pass granting you access to the lower city.
I will, thank you. Thank you so much.
Oregano's off, Swan.
That blacksmith was paying me to use the clamping device.
Enjoy the fiddling. Throw a few coins.
Warrior cast often over Madame and Lyra nowadays.
A new face? Looking for another chapter of dirty lore for your biography?
You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy.
I used to work as a courtesan back home, and my sister as an artisanal masseuse. But men are treated like dogs by the Underdark's matriarchs, so we fled.
We found surfacers craved the body of a drow like a drug. Life is easy in our line of work. Perhaps, once we have saved more gold, another adventure will begin. We've had busier days, but life is comfortable here with Mamza.
I'd have to restrain myself far more than any play bindings do if I worked in another field. This is a place where I can be myself boundlessly. There are so many who come to me speaking of a fixation that no one else has ever been able to share with them, and never will again. A once-in-a-lifetime moment of passion. Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick.
And is that your partner with you? What a gorgeous couple. Perhaps we could come to an agreement. Well, there are two of us, aren't there? Use your imagination.
We are twins. We can make up a little show of kissing each other, but when we are hired at the same time, there are often many other clients in the room to attend to. We can make up a little show of kissing each other, but when we are hired at the same...
There's an idea. If you're comfortable sharing, so am I.
Charming.
There must be a sprinkling shower of gold first. Coin.
Let's go. This is thrilling.
Teresa's caress isn't just about wetting your whistle. It's dancing, dinner, drinks. Exactly.
Quite the merry little party we have assembled here. Shall we? I hope you're not afraid of the dark, my darling. I must snuff out the lights before we begin. It's all part of the experience. The room is bathed in total darkness, so there is nothing to distract from your ecstasy.
The lady, Nim, moves your hand to where the clasps of her blouse lie.
You know, I had a dream just like this once.
I'm surprised you needed the two of us for this to happen, but I am so glad it has.
Oh, Empyrean High Priestess, let us worship at your altar.
The Drow siblings fall to their knees in mock prayer towards Shadowheart, lavishing caresses over her thighs.
I could get used to this.
The night skips on, filled with fantasies Shadowheart seemed all too primed to suggest.
If you had any bargaining chips, they've all rather floated off into...
Something the matter? I should hope not, after the time we spent together. My spirits are thoroughly lifted. Oh? Not feeling any regrets, I hope? Trust me, I'll be an eager pupil, if I have a thorough teacher. Though, I'm still finding sand in my hair. I wonder what the others will think of that. I suppose it doesn't. I'm glad we have each other. And I hope we'll have more opportunities to slip away.
Much more than your fate and mine, Red.
Give me a moment, for pity's sake.
We recover quickly, but not that quickly. Even in the best of times, it's an oasis of pleasure and calm. In the city's chaos, with Baldur's Gate preparing for war, the caress feels like the final flicker of a...
No rest for the wicked, I see.
At least things have stayed interesting. Anything of use?
Well, well, well.
Wits and blades always sharp.
Can't give up now. I'll take that. Something good here, I hope.
bad. I've had better days. And worse ones.
Almost painfully so. My body.
Must be lovely to have a swim without boiling all the fishes alive. Don't ask me to make a hot spring for you two. It might work, but I also might cook you like lobsters. This place is real shabby. But
Crossing has.
we are just leaving. We are just leaving.
What if they build a machine that can drink points?
After all this time.
This adventure...
Not long before we leave Sky.
It is you. Most definitely not anyone else. Salutations and hello and whatnot. Fionn, one of Mamselle's girls, who laughs like a star's twinkle. Not seen her for a 10-day. 10 days and 4 bells to be precise. Not that I'm counting. Missing? I hadn't thought her missing, just not here. Or elsewhere. Oh. I suppose that's like missing, but with extra words. You don't suppose the murderer who's on the loose got hold of her? Oh, goodness, no. It's too horrible to imagine. The landlord, Sir Frago Antuna. A most generous soul, I assure you.
We should return for the ceremony.
We have time. The runaway is still missing after all. Nothing happens until he's found.
There's that sweet mug. Fionn. Poor lass. Works her arse off for the mumselle, but don't get much in return. Not seen her mug for a carp's age. I figured she'd gone up the road while the going was good. Killer on the loose, cult army marching wee way. Been thinking I might scarp her too.
Not long before we leave scouring places like this behind. Part of me will miss.
It's not even any goddamn drag.
And I will gladly do so.
I don't mind it. Honestly.
master plans to expand his territory. Take Candlekeep. Maybe even R.
Oh,
Right.
I'm sure
Hear
he
me
has
out.
plans. But I
Sharess's
wouldn't dare
caress
guess at them.
also has rooms. Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks, from what I've heard.
Haven't we lingered long enough? We should return for the ceremony.
I'd probably break his nose.
The runaway is still
Good
missing
point.
after all. Nothing happens until he's found. Just think.
How about
feel
the
sun
flop
on our
house?
skin
It has plenty of spare
all this
beds.
time. Not long before we leave scouring places like this behind, part of me will miss it.
I will not. It is our chance to start over. And I will
Oh,
gladly
safe,
do
my
so.
love. I'm here. I won't let anything happen to you. I don't mind
The
it.
master plans to expand
Honestly.
his territory. Take Candlekeep. Maybe even R.
Oh, I'm sure he has plans. But I wouldn't dare guess at them.
Right. Hear me out. Sharess's caress also has rooms.
Haven't we lingered long enough? We should
Listen,
return for the ceremony.
it's got private rooms,
We have
music,
time.
and
The runaway is
all-round
still
pleasant
missing
folks,
after all.
from what
Nothing
I've heard.
happens until he's found.
I'd probably break his nose. Good point.
Just think. Soon we'll feel the sun on our skin. After all this time.
You will when you've met the drought.
How about the flop house? It has plenty of spare beds.
Great! We can bond with 10 other people and pray none of them has sticky fingers.
Are the gods truly this petty?
Here, you haven't even got inside yet.
I am not going inside.
Brothel, pleasure house, den of decadent delights.
I'm here. I won't let anything happen.
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A decade ago, who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Balduran? As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left step. Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to...
So, Lae'zel's finally seen the light and turned on her mistress. It took a little time, though it's not over yet. Masters rarely let their slaves go without a fight. You spoke to her without me? Gods damn it! Of all the hornet's nest of prod, you had to pick that one! Whatever you told them, it's pointless. Cazador does not have a drop of mercy in his fetid body. Their children are long
debt.
Are you not listening to me? You can't help them. Their children are gone. If you want to waste your time chasing ghosts, fine. But once we find their little tykes' corpses, you can deliver the news while I am far, far away. I would, but you have so many friends already. Excellent. How delicious.
No time to rest.
I'm probably more at home in the water than you now, Astarion.
Probably. Although I am 200 years out of practice, running water is no place for vampires. But perhaps I'll join you for a dip. Once everything is done, then we could see who's best.
But don't worry. Everyone in Shress is correct.
One chicken win.
Please, just make the drinks. Don't whistle.
How about the flop house? It has plenty of spare beds.
I found so many victims for Cazador here. They're the kind of people no one would ever miss.
How's an adventurer supposed to do a
We should go. I do not want to face the Master if we're late for his Black Mass.
Soon, sister. I only need one more mark.
We have enough for them.
It's not for the mark. I want...
Cazador promised you your freedom. And you believed him? Ha! You were never burdened with intelligence, Petras. But your load seems especially light these days.
Astarion! It cannot be.
Oh, that's no way to welcome back a brother, doll. Didn't you miss me?
Why would you come back? You got out. You were free. You can't mean that.
He's playing mind games. He can't raise a hand to the Master, let alone kill him.
You have no idea what I can do. Why does Cazador need me? What is he planning?
Brother! Please!
Fine. your wretched life to my friend. Now tell me what I need to know.
The Master is preparing the Black Mass. Beneath his palace, there's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time. Hidden from us all. The Black Mass. It will be his triumph. He'll complete the ritual and emerge the vampire ascendant. He'll walk in the sun. He'll be free of the hunger. He'll tap into power no vampire has ever dreamed of. Best of all, we'll join him. His loyal servants walking in the light as living vampires. We'll be free, brother.
You can't believe that, Dal. When has Cazador ever shared power?
We deserve this, Astarion. Can't you see? We've given him everything. Our blood and tears. And he's finally going to reward us. And you will be with us when the time comes. It's fate, written in your very flesh.
Yes, and they'll be trembling in fear when they tell him. They're no threat to us. And they have no choice but to do Cazador's bidding. I pity them. Still, though, a living vampire. Who wouldn't be interested? It's the ultimate freedom. Freedom from the hunger. Freedom to live a real life. And if I were to ascend instead of him, freedom from Cazador, once and for all. Well, it might be. And there's only one way to find out. I have to know. I have to face him. I knew I was right about you. And now we know he's skulking beneath his palace. All right, let's go.
Gods. Should have dumped a lot of us.
We are not staying in a brothel. Such a prude.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone...
Hoots, please, just make the drinks. I'm telling you about Raphael's.
Pleasure your fine maiden to feel her finger.
In trouble, sister.
I put it on especially for you.
You two have rocks for brains. What were you thinking?
You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes. Give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it. And you never will.
You must help me, Raphael. For the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet. But they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
I gave you back your privacy by shutting that illithid in your pocket out of your mind. It can't hear us.
Huh. What's the catch?
I'd ask you to be patient, but you've been patient enough. Now is the time to speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far, but no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you. And everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. Very perceptive. Yes. I can give you the means to break him free. I suppose you'd rather suck on the Emperor's tentacles till the end of your days? Orpheus is your only hope of surviving this horror show without devolving into an illithid. To you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain. No, Orpheus is the only reason you're still alive. The Emperor is abusing the gift for its own ends. And it's doing the same to you. You're nothing more than the beast of burden that will transport it to the Elder Brain. An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You are simpler. The Emperor's words serve as both carrot and stick.
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. And if he proves uncooperative once free, you may have to kill him.
An ox requires food,
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return.
There it is. Of course.
Power. You free Orpheus, and in doing so save the city, the Sword Coast, perhaps the whole world, and your own precious skin too. And you give me the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Carsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Carsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Carsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
I am no mortal, and I do not fail. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged, but only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. Yes, it does. Especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Carsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
How short-sighted. Much better to put it into the right hands. Hands that will ensure it is removed from this world. And it's the only way you can ensure that you remain part of this world. I won't stop you. But time is running out. So if you see reason, I'll be here. Wait. My favorite future clients. Are you ready to accept my kind offer? Still holding... I'll wait.
Trust no one.
My favorite future clients. Are you ready to accept my kind offer? I'll wait.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. I can understand that. There's reprieve in solitude. But it's concerning that something could intervene like that, especially when we are so close to the Elder Brain. Do you have any idea what it was? Then the situation is worse than I thought. If it read your thoughts, it knows exactly what your intentions are, and it is already plotting countermoves to stop you. We must press on. I will bolster your mental defenses. Let us hope that allows us to regain some of our lost advantage before it finds you.